These stretches or yoga postures are excellent to do before or after a workout, or anytime you feel you need a little bit of relaxation or elasticity back in those muscles. If you're looking to become a little bit more flexible in your hips, inner thighs, hamstrings, and glutes, and lower back, well, these are great for you. There's 4 that I'm going to go over today. They take just minutes a day, and you can do these even once you get out of a hot shower or while you're watching TV at night. And I promise you, with consistent work within these 4 stretches, you're going to feel a more functional body, a body that has greater range of motion, and everything you do will be a little bit stronger. So let's start off with our first one, sitting tall. Coming into a crisscross style seated position is a great way to begin. And if this is where your body says is comfortable, stay there. And that's a rule of thumb throughout this entire series of stretches. You have to make sure that you're within a space that you feel comfortable. There can be slight tension there, but never pain. All right, so if your body says that this is okay, and you want to try a little bit more, you can take one of the feet and bring them on top of the knee or near that knee bend. This is a half lotus posture. Now, a full lotus posture would be taking the other foot and bringing it up over on top of the other knee or right within that knee crease bend. But for today, I'm going to sit in half lotus posture. You pick what feels right for you. No pain, slight tension okay, but that's it. Sitting tall, lifting the rib cage, and establish your breath. It can be in your nose, out your nose, as a true yogic breath would be, or in your nose, out your mouth, whatever feels okay to you. Just remember, you're in charge of the rules today. You make sure that you do something that feels organic and comfortable and natural and allows you to just be and relax on the mat. All right, so now we're going to inhale, reach tall, and then fold forward as far as you can. Now, for some of you, you're going to stop your hands right in front of the feet, and you're going to feel a lot of tension in the lower back and the hips, and will stay here. Others of you may continue to walk your way out, even to the forearms or beyond, allowing your eyes to look down, heart to be facing the mat on the ground, and just breathing here. And what I want you to know is that on the exhale, you can take your stretch further. Now take your breath smooth and slow and let your stretch work with that breath. On the exhale, feel the body reach a little bit more. On the inhale, hold. Now exhale, take it just a little bit further. You always want to work yourself into a point of, a little bit of tension, but never pain. Just keep that in mind. Feeling strong. Putting a little bit of stretch into those hips, into the lower back. Now, ideally, we want to hold these postures or these stretches for at least 30 seconds. You'll feel a really nice thing happen. It's called a stretch reflex, where when you're holding a muscle over time, that muscle becomes a little bit more forgiving. It allows you to create that elasticity right then and there. But it takes time and patience to hold that stretch. Now, if you start to get comfortable, that's an opportunity for you to take just even a little handprint further and take that stretch just slightly more to allow yourself to really feel that stretch and the elasticity kicking in. So how about we take one more breath here, in and out. And walk your way back on up. Beautiful job. Now from here, what I want you to do is bring one foot in so the foot is touching the hip. The other foot is going to come over that opposite knee. So again, starting off, you're in that crisscross style seated position. Keep one foot in like it was. Now take the other one and just cross it over. Now just remember which one you start with so we can make sure to do the other side as well. Sit tall, lengthen through your back as if you're sitting up against a wall. It's very important that you're not leaning back or forward, but you keep a nice strong posture. The rib cage is lifted and the heart is pulled forward. Now from here, I want you to open up those arms out wide and then twist your body so that that elbow can come over the knee. Now from here, the body can turn and look behind you. So your eye is going to overlook that shoulder that it's connected with. So if my left eye is turning to the left, it's going to overlook my left shoulder. And you can use this elbow to lever yourself. So nice tall back twist, palm open, eyes looking behind you, nice twist here through the spinal column. Now this is also working through the hips, and what I love about this is that we've got a lot of different muscles that surround the spinal column, and they can get really tight, especially when the hips are tight. The hips kind of have this immediate reaction to the spinal column. And if the spinal column is tight, the hips like to react that way too, and vice versa. So whenever we're twisting the spinal column, we're releasing lymphatic fluid, tension, stress built up in the body, and we're also allowing our hips to release and relax as well here. So just a few breaths, and remember the same rules apply. As you exhale, you can try to take that stretch a little bit further, making sure you never take it to a point of pain. As you inhale, fill the lungs with air. Breathe deep, sit tall, and exhale, push a little bit more further. Beautiful job. Now raise that arm up, rotate back in, release. Same thing, other side. Bring one heel into your hip, other foot comes up and over. And for each of us, this is going to be slightly different depending upon how our bones are put together and how our muscles currently sit in the body. If they're tight, this may be a little bit more challenging. We may need to work our way into this. All right, so sitting tall again, back against a wall as if, you know, it's very flat, rib cage is lifted, arms come out wide. Now we're going to twist again, drop that elbow on the opposite side of the knee, and palms can come down to look behind you. Then raise that arm that's by the knee, palm open, allow you to twist a little bit further. Eye overlooks that shoulder, back is tall. On the exhale, you can take your twist further. Very nice. Now you should feel a pull in that gluteus medius, that side glute, your back, your spinal column, your hips. This is a beautiful, relaxing, and energizing posture. Excellent to do after a long run. A few more breaths, and remember those breaths are smooth and slow, and they're in control. And have great power from that exhale, allowing you to take that stretch even just slightly further. Beautiful job. All right, so we're going to release that. And now we're going to come into one of my favorite stretches, especially after a nice long run. I want you to bring that heel into your hip again, just like we did, but then we're going to take that opposite leg and kick it behind us. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can get into this posture. If you have some trouble with this one, you can try starting in downward dog and stepping your foot forward. Downward dog is simply sticking that hip up into the air, stepping one foot forward, and then walking across to sitting down into those hips. Others of you may naturally be able to just place your body in this position from a sit position. But you want to make sure that that hip with the knee that's bent is up off the ground. Your other leg is behind you. And to make this more challenging, you're going to bring that leg further out so the shin becomes more in line with the front of your mat. To make this a little bit more modified, all you're going to do is bring that heel in closer to the hip. Inhale tall, and then exhale again. Fold forward. And you're going to take this as far as the body will allow. If you can come all the way down to the forearms, eyes looking down, heart to the mat, you are surrendering down. Others of you may need to stay here at first and then slowly work your way down over time. Remembering the exhale allows you to take it further without pain. Never take it to a point of pain, just slight tension can be good. So breathe your way through it, and as you're exhaling, feel any tension that's in your body to lift and release out your body. Just let your body be free and relaxed to be its best. Now this is one of those postures I love to say, it's time to let go of anything that you've been holding on to that you don't need. So if you've had any negative energy, any stress, any anxiety, any worry, this posture is a wonderful one to surrender that away. So as your heart is to the mat, allow yourself to give up anything you don't need anymore down into the mat. And just relax. One more deep inhale and one more deep exhale. Now walk yourself back up. And let's switch to the other side. Same rules apply however you like to get into this posture. Again, it may be as simple as you kicking into position, or you may start in a downward dog posture, step your foot forward, walk it over, and sit, making sure you keep the hip of the knee that's bent off the mat. Sitting tall, reaching up, and folding forward as far as the body will allow. No pain, tension is okay, as long as it's manageable tension. And again, this is our surrender down position. You'll just take this as far as the body says okay, and on every exhale, if the body says okay, you might want to try taking it just a little bit further, or allowing your body to relax just a little bit more in your mind or in your muscles. Breathe deep and relax. Beautiful job. You'll feel a nice stretch in that hip. A nice stretch through the top of the hip flexors here, as well as the side glute. Beautiful job. One more time. Exhale. and bring yourself back up. We're going to come into my favorite and the last posture of the day. Now from here, we're going to start by lying flat onto our backs. And I want you to slowly allow your body to relax. Bring one knee into your chest at a time. And then what I want you to do is take one hand out wide, allow the other to pull that knee over. Now, a little bit further stretch would be to extend that leg out. For those of you who are feeling a little bit more flexible, you may also want to grab that big toe, hold on to it as you stretch out wide, keeping this shoulder down. That may be a little bit at first, so you may want to work your way into that. Having a bent knee with the hand down over is wonderful. This is a stretch through the spinal column, the gluteus medius, relaxes the upper and lower body beautifully. And we'll just hold this for a few breaths. Now your heart is open to the sky. To me, this signifies that we are open to the possibilities that lay before us. Last breath in and out. Come on up, extend that leg out, other side, knee hugs in, and again you can pull that knee over. You'll feel a nice twist through the spinal column, a stretch through the side glute. This hand opposite is going to be out and palm down. Again, you can extend that leg out further if your body says okay. You can even grab your big toe and try to make a full body extension here. Whatever's going to work for you, but start off with just a little bit of tension in those muscles, no pain, and breathe your way through this. Beautiful job. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to allow yourself to feel that full stretch, that twist in the spinal column. Open up the shoulders to the mat and let the heart be pointing towards the sky, remembering that you are open to whatever lays before you. Last breath here. Pull that knee back on up. Let those legs fall out wide. Shake your body into the mat and just give yourself a few moments to just be. As you get up from this posture, we're going to go start our life with new energy. We'll be relaxed. Our muscles will be more flexible and you'll be able to do more things with less effort and less pain. So breathe deeply. Walk those shoulders under the back in order to allow yourself to have a little bit more of a lift to release that lower back. Hands and feet fall out to the side. Close your eyes. Release and relax your face. Let your heart be open and take a few final breaths here. You can stay here as long as you like. But if and when you're ready to come up with me, hug those knees in, roll yourself on up. Come up to a crisscross style seated position, lotus or half lotus posture, sitting tall, lifting the rib cage and lengthening your back. Now I want you to breathe deeply 3 times with me. Bring those hands to your heart. Now we're going to take 3 more breaths, but they're going to be bigger, and I want you to use your hands to help you. Inhale tall. And I want you to think about one thing you are grateful for right here, right now. Finish your stretches with some gratitude. Gratitude is the quickest way to placing positive energy into your life. Now take that gratitude with you. One final breath up. Bring it up in front, down in front. Now shoot it out and follow it. Hands come to prayer of your heart. May you love unconditionally today. Bring your hands to your mouth. May you speak words of kindness today. And bring your hands to your third eye, otherwise a place of insight and wisdom. And may you be open to the possibilities before you today. Namaste. Namaste means, may the best in me honor the best in you. May the light in me honor the light in you, or may the divine in me honor the divine in you. Namaste.